ไปต่อกันดีกว่าเราจะวิเซฟอะขุดสิจ๊ะตีฟทูส่งให้แอสตาเรียนตังเก็บไว้ที่เราโอเคต้องขึ้นเหนือทางนี้ตันให้ดูซิมีอะไรซ่อนอยู่ไหม
Give me so much as a hungry look, and I'll drive a stake through your heart.
I do so very like spicy food.
มีคราบเลือดแล้วมีศพด้วยไฮยีน่าโรเทนไฮยีน่าคือถ้าเกิดเคยเล่น D&D มาก่อนนะครับก็จะรู้ว่าไฮยีน่าเนี่ยมันเกี่ยวกับพวกโนมันคือปีศาจหมาไฮยีน่าแล้วก็วิธีการที่ไฮยีน่ามันเกิดขึ้นมาก็คือไม่ใช่ไอโนมันเกิดขึ้นมาก็คือเนี่ยเกิดออกมาจากตัวไฮยีน่านี่แหละเพราะฉะนั้นต้องบวกแน่นอนครับแต่เราจะบวกไงนี่เราก็โอ้โห4 ตัวอยู่ข้างบนเรามาบวกตัวข้างบนก่อนดีกว่าไหมเนี่ยคือถ้างั้นเรามาจัดการตัวข้างบนก่อนแล้วค่อยมาลุยหมาดีกว่าน่าจะเดินไปไม่ได้เพราะงั้นเดี๋ยวให้แอสเซเลียนยิงสนิกแท็กรู้ตัวแล้วโอ้ยมันหันมาได้ยังไงอ่ะมันไม่ควรจะหันมาได้เลยอ่ะแฮปปี้คืออะไรวะแฮปปี้คืออะไรอะบวกแฮปปี้ตัวคือตัวนี้มีท่าดูดเลือดเดินไม่ถึงโอ้ยเซ็งอ่ะไม่ต้องยิงสติกแท็กตรงนี้แหละโอเค broken ครับโหมาทางนี้ก็ไม่ได้มีแต่สายบูด้วยรอบนี้สายเวทไม่ได้มาดูสิเฟลไม่เป็นไรครับกำลังจะถามเลยทำไมมันเดินก่อนนี่ท่าของมองเราเป็นมองแล้วนี่หว่าสแต็กเกอร์คือเรีแอคชั่นไม่ได้ท็อปเปิลคือติดโพรนท็อปเปิลสิครับนี่ดีไซน์บนแอคชั่นไปแล้วเพราะฉะนั้นเหลือแอคชั่นก็ต้องตีธรรมดาติดแอดเวนเทจโอเค
No holding back.
วิวติด threaten ก็คือถ้าอย่างนี้จะติด disadvantage ก็ต้องให้
Survival is all that matters.
ตัวเราก่อนเรียบร้อยเหลือ6 1-4วิวยังโอเคถ้าทิม70ทิมดีกว่าว้าคิดเขาฮิตเสร็จแล้วสายเวทก็ถอยครับ
Nothing important is ever easy.
ปล้นโอ้มีแต่สเปียร์ไฮยีน่าเอียโอเคจบครับเฮ้ยดิเฟกต์มิสไซล์รีดิวดาเมจโยนกลับไปใช้คีย์ไม่โดน โอ้ย
Victory awaits.
โอ้ไม่มีเกลอ๋อแฮปปี้บวก1ดูดเลือดเราไปไงไอ้บ้า
This is your
ไป
end.
Hungry for the slaughter. Be quick.
เจอเรียบร้อยอีก1Cunning Action Dash ไปหลบครับโดนอีก10วิวต้องเป็นเจ้าแล้วล่ะ มิส
Still on my feet.
แค่ที่ฮิว
Should
Now we
make
batay man.
me your enemy.
คริติคอล
Into the shadows.
โอเค
No escape.
โดนเอ้าโอ้มิสโอ้ยช้ำใจ โอ้ย
I will ascend. Taste my fury.
เออ
Never a dull moment.
โอ้ช้ำใจจริงๆ เก็บของครับเก็บของโอ้ยเละเลยนางสาร
Carefully now. Light on my feet.
แต่กลมไว้ก่อน ข้างล่างยังมีครับ Open letter
This must be where the Lord's attacked. On the hunt.
มันกลายเป็นโนแล้ว enemy is surprise โอเคแอสเซเลียนเลยได้เงินก่อนเพราะนั้นทุกคน
Oh, my hand slipped. Here we go again.
ทุกคนรีบกระโดดเข้าไปฟาดกันเลย
Victory awaits. On the move.
No time to waste. Let's have some carnage. Ready or not?
26 15โอเคคริติคอล30ตีแรงมากครับผม
This is my time.
Blood comes easy these days.
ตีไม่ถึง โอเค ก็ยิงครั้งแล้วกัน โอ้ย โดนเยอะมากเลย ควรถือโล่ไหมเนี่ย เออ เออ เราก็ออกใหม่แล้วเราก็ยิงอีกรอบหนึ่งจากระยะไกล แล้วก็จบตรงนี้แหละ โอ้ย มิส โอเคครับ โอเค วิ่งมารอบด้านนี้
This is my time.
วิว ยิง เรียบร้อย โอ้
No time to rest. Open up.
เฮ้ย
Do you wish to make an enemy of me?
กดผิด
That took the edge off.
โอ้ย จะกดสำรวจไม่ได้จะกดตี โอ้ย เปลืองช็อตเล่นเลย โอ้ย
How much
Ah.
farther can we go?
โอ้ยโอ้ยเหนื่อย
Better not be cursed.
as per my last อุ้ย มีพูดถึง candle keep ด้วย shipment order ห้ามเปิด
At least things have stayed interesting.
ดาบลองซอส
Let now
Oui.
fill my pack.
bag of rotten food อาหาร
Just another crate.
แต่เอาแต่อย่างมาจากไหนเนี่ย นั่นไง
Kill the a few giant bats in my day, Astarion, but never hunted a vampire.
Just to remind you, I'm merely a spawn.
Wonder what it
It won't
opens.
count. But if you want
นั่นไง
a
คาลัก
true vampire, I'm happy to recommend one.
One horn, the stink of a
เขา
merch.
เดียว มีกลิ่น
Advocatus
Avernus
diaboli.
Avocatus Diavoli
Well, I'll be God's damned.
โอ้
The blade of frontiers.
เบลดฟอนเทียเลยเหรอ
I'd shaken you for good.
คิดว่าหนีได้แล้วสิ
Underestimate you.
แสดงว่าฉันประเมินนายต่ำไปสินะ เพราะฉะนั้นเธอคือปีศาจที่พวกเราตามล่าใช่ไหมชื่อคาลักใช่ไหม
Bloody right.
ใช่
An honor to be chased by the
รู้สึก
blade
เป็น
of
เกียรติมากที่
frontiers.
ถูก
But I
Blade of Frontier ไล่ล่า
Heat roars through you. Her heat.
หุย
Fiery as
ความ
the
ร้อน
hills. Then you're lost in
ร้อน
visions
ราวกับนรก
of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and
ภาพของ
blood.
กองทัพปีศาจ
You saw it from
ใน
above
Blood
as the
War
Nautiloid passed through Avernus.
แล้วคุณก็เห็นว่ามีนอติลอย
This was on the front line.
บินผ่านอเวอร์นัสมา
Evidence.
ไอ้นี่มันอะไรเนี่ย
Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the archdevil Zariel's army.
หลักฐานไงว่าแกเป็นเดวิลทำงานให้ซาเรียล ใจเย็นๆขออธิบายก่อน
Karlach's blade raised,
วิชั่นใหม่มา
slicing through devils, Zariel's servants.
คาลักเป็น
Eyes dart around
ลูกน้องของซาเรียล
escape her rage
เขาต้องการที่จะหนี
desperation seeped
เขาทั้ง
into
โกร
you.
ธ เขาทั้ง
She's a victim of the blood war.
สรุปว่าเขา
Also
เป็น
an agent of it.
เหยื่อของบลัดวอร์เหมือนกัน
She's trying to trick us. Don't
เขา
believe
จะหลอก
her
เรา
lies.
อย่าไปเชื่อเขา อย่าไปเชื่อเธอ
You saw the truth.
นายเห็นความจริงแล้ว
Never wanted to serve
ฉันไม่อยาก
Zariel. I was
รับใช้
enlisted
ซาเรียล
in
หรอก
her army against my
ฉันถูก
will.
เกณฑ์เข้าไป
Forced to fight,
ฉัน
and fight I did.
ถูกบังคับให้สู้ แล้วฉันก็ต้องสู้
When I saw an opportunity to get
พอ
away,
ฉันหาโอกาสหนีมาได้ ฉันก็เลย
finally
หนี
home.
ในที่สุดฉันก็กลับมาบ้านได้แล้ว อย่างน้อยก็ใกล้แหละ
That's enough to damn
นาย
you.
แกรับใช้เขา นั่นก็พอแล้ว ใจเย็นวิว
Catches his breath and his lips straighten. Sheer dread twists his face.
You don't know what you're saying.
แสดงว่าวิวจริงๆ แล้วก็ไม่อยากฆ่าเหมือนกัน วิวมึงไอ้บ้าเอ้ย มันไม่ใช่เดวิล แล้วมึงก็รู้อยู่แล้วด้วย
Listen to sense now. Don't want this to end badly for
ฟัง
either
เห
of
ตุผล
us.
หน่อย
You know monsters, right?
นายรู้จักมอนสเตอร์ใช่ไหมล่ะ รู้จักดีกว่าคนอื่นด้วย
Look into my eyes.
มองตาฉันสิ
Can't you see I'm not what you think?
ไม่เห็นเหรอว่าฉันไม่ใช่อย่างที่นายคิดอ่ะ
You
Bah,
really
ơi.
are no devil, are you?
เธอไม่ใช่ปีศาจจริงๆสินะ
I've been deceived.
ฉันถูกหลอก
Oh, thank the gods.
โอ้ขอบคุณพระ
Thought
เจ้า
I was gonna have to take your head.
คิดว่าจะต้องตัดหัวนายซะแล้ว
I've died in the attempt.
เธอคงจะตาย
But
นั่นแห
there
ละ
have been enough threats today.
เอาละไม่ต้องมาขู่กันเพิ่มแล้ว
Eh?
เพราะฉะนั้น
Aye. Truce.
สงบศึกกันก่อน
I'm Karlach.
ฉันชื่อ
You
คาลัก
already knew that.
แต่ว่าเธอรู้แล้วสินะ
And you are
แล้วคุณคือ
well met.
ชื่อแคท
soldier.
ตี้
Nice to meet a friendly around here. It's been tough going so far. I may not be a devil, but I can put the blade's reputation to work.
ถึงไม่ใช่ปี
How do
ศาจ
you
แต่
feel
ก็
about
สามารถ
helping me kill some
จัด
evil
การอะไรได้แหละ
bastards?
ถ้าอยาก
Little background if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in
จะ
the
เอาเควส
blood.
ให้เราสินะ
I was good. Really good. It turns out I've got a knack for killing demons. That made me a
ฆ่าดีมอน
valuable
เก่ง ซาเรียล
asset.
ก็เลย
Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me as her personal attack dog.
ก็เลยมา
Played
จับ
along
มาเป็น
until
ลู
I
ก
could
น้อง
get the fuck out of there. But devils don't like to lose their assets.
แล้วก็พอหาโอกาส
Zariel
หนีมาได้ก็เลยหนี
so little.
แต่เดวิลไม่
Set a
ชอบ
bunch of
ที่จะให้
good
ลูกน้องตัวเองหนี
so-called paladins of Tyr to
เขา
take
ก็เลย
me
ต้องส่ง
back.
ลูกน้องที่ชื่อว่า Paladin of Tyr
I'm not going.
มาตามกลับ ปัญหาก็คือ ฉันไม่กลับ
Fuck yes. They cornered me
งั้นก็ส่งมันกลับไปเลยไหม
outside the tower house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave him.
แค่บ้านนี้เลยเหรอ
We can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by their short hairs. Sound good?
จัดไป
I'd hug you if it wouldn't scorch your skin off. You know I'm up for it, but your party's a little full.
เอาเลเซลออกดีไหม
Your companion is otherwise engaged. You'll need to dismiss them at a more convenient moment.
อ๋อเหรออ่ะงั้นไปเจอที่แคมป์
I'll
แล้วกัน
catch up with you when it's time to camp for now. But don't get to any of the fun stuff without me. Got it?
ก่อนอื่นเลยปล้นก่อน trap ที่3คิดไปแอสซาเลียนอ่ะวิวว่าไงวิว
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly.
จะทำไงได้ล่ะวิว
I can say only this. Karlak's not the only one who's had a villain's knife held to their throats.
Gods, what now? Do you have a tax collector on your tail?
You're closer than you think. One night soon when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance. You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me.
ทำไมแต่ละเรื่องมันดูแบบทรงอย่างแบดแซดอย่างบ่อยอ้าวเกลเป็นไรกะ
Hellfire. She's coming.
God damn it. Anyone but her.
Well, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret. Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank.
But Karlak's still breathing. I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria, pet. Trust me on this. The point? Oh, yes. Thanks for the reminder.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo.
Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was.
We get along quite well, I think.
There you are. I was just thinking about you. And that delicious moment we shared the other night. The very same. I've had this condition for 2 centuries, but truth be told, you were my first. In all these years, I've only ever fed on beasts. Drinking the blood of thinking creatures is a different thing entirely. You were delectable. And now I can't help but wonder how the others taste. Alas, it doesn't hurt to ponder the question, though. Take Gale, for example. He strikes me as someone whose blood is rich, refined, like well-aged brandy. But the Gith, what in the hells would she taste like? Oh, well, that sounds very appealing. I'm almost convinced. Absolutely. A mere thought experiment. So, in the spirit of theoretical questions, if you had to take a bite from one of them, who would it be? A brave choice. Although, the more I think on it, the hungrier I get. I better go find something I can actually get my teeth into. There's nothing that tasty lurking out in the woods, but I'll make do. Sweet dreams.
Moving in.
God's damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mazora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
I'll say what I can, but it won't be enough. It's Mazora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mizora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
Spare me a moment, if you please. I've something important to discuss with you. We've been traveling together for a while now, and it's just about time that I shared something with you. It's a rather personal matter that I'd have preferred to keep quiet, but needs must when the devil drives. I have no choice but to speak. You see, I have this condition, very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly. The specifics are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with, though not without some effort. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It is time, and by that I mean it's imperative that I find and consume strands of weave at the earliest possible juncture. You have my thanks. And fear not, your implicit trust is well placed and will be rewarded with any and all means at my disposal. As luck would have it, you're already primed to give me exactly what I need. Thank you. Oh, that hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters. Oh, it's not so bad once you get used to it. And, on the plus side, my tower in Waterdeep has never been so free of clutter. Sincerely, though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told. My lady, I bow to your boundless kindness.
Don't be shy. No one back home will ever believe this.
Starion, how is the rat diet going?
Let's be honest.
It may soon come to an end if you don't shut your mouth.
I like Gale, but I'm keeping all my good gear well out of sight. Everything fancy he touches meets a grisly end. What can I do you for?
Cut it out. There's worse than gnolls out there.
Nothing we need to worry about.
How about a dragon? Would that worry you?
I'd give it a bloody good fight, that's for sure.
Only thing you give a dragon is bad gas. At ease, friend. You're welcome to rest here.
Vandal.
Don't want to think about why my eye is itching.
Let's have some fun.
Out of sight, out of mind. Dum-de-dum. Looking ahead. One day I'll catch a break.
Please, no more. Leave us in peace and we shall leave you in kind.
Cut the crap, Anders. I know what you are.
Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home.
Nothing in his demeanor betrays him.
Zariel? Certainly not. We serve Tyr, Lord of Justice, and no other. Please, mercy. Half of us are badly injured, the other half dead. I admit, we ambushed you. An assignment from our gods, Tyr. We thought you a devil, and with your flames you proved us right. But Tyr will not consign us to our death. He is merciful. Leave us, and we'll leave you. Enough. Enough. I'll not play pretend anymore. Karlak, you're going home in pieces if needs must. And you'll soon learn what it means to ally yourself with the likes of this garbage.
Avernus was never my home. It was my prison. I'm free now. And I'm never going back!
Eyes open, mouth shut.
Time for a new approach.
Eyes open, mouth shut.
Well, so much for peace. Survival is all that matters.
All right, Karlak, it's go time. Cry about it. Heading out.
Still on my feet. Blood follows me everywhere.
Mundes Volti Creepy.
My turn. No surrender.
Nothing important is ever easy. Here we go again.
It's macabre. Let's spill some blood. Let's move.
On the victor's path. I've got one! I've got one! Crusty rogue!
Hungry for the slaughter.
Another step forward.
Let's go. Covered. Easy.
Time to push my luck again.
This feels good. No holding back.
Let's have some courage. Bamboozle them. Let's have some fun. Ready or not?
I won't give in. I'll strike you down.
Smell blood. I've got it. My little trick. Fuck them. Fuck Thariel. I won't go back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash. That's right, she won't. She can't. She couldn't even lay a finger.
Let's get going.
Maybe I need more pop.
The pro.
At the ready.
Whew. Had to let off a little steam after facing off with those ignots. Granted, the fire's lasting a little longer than it should. How do I look? Careful, soldier. If I burn any hotter, I might explode. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close till I've found a way to calm it down. High pain tolerance, and a dynamic duo of truly shitty bosses. But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the scar show for later, after we've worked up an appetite for tragedy. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things, if I can find him. Sounds like a good lead. Hopefully our guy will be among them. A tune-up would do this old tub a world of good.
Well, hello.
Still breathing, despite everything. More for me? Have to keep going.
Feeling fresh?
feeling a bit parched and peckish.
Me too. Keep an eye out for any passing vagrants.
I'm afraid you'll have to content yourself with vagrant chickens.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Sylvanus.
One more time. Open up.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
Is that everything? I need a quick word.
Thought I sensed an infernal around here. But you aren't from Elturel. What's your story?
I spent a good bit of time in the Hells. Enlisted against my will by the Archdevil Zariel. Same as you, I suppose, if you're from Elturel. The devils were delighted when your city was swallowed up. I thought they had you for keeps. Glad you got out.
I got lucky. It looks like you did too. And you brought some infernal machinery with you.
A little gift from Zariel. Keeps me burning hot.
Very hot by the smell of it. Might be burning out a piston ring or leaking oil. Mind if I take a listen?
Be my guest. But don't get too close or your eyes will melt shut.
Phew! You really are burning up. Whoever put that engine together tried to house metallurgized Demano valves inside a Ragnak's alloy casement. Very risky. I might be able to help. But I'd need infernal iron. And a prayer that my hammer will survive the work. That thing isn't meant to operate outside of Ernest. I'm not sure how much longer it'll keep running the way it's going.
Will you be able to turn down the temperature a little? Worried I'm gonna go in for a handshake and singe someone's arm off one of these days.
I'd worry about surviving the night first. But help one, help both. If we can cool you off, it'll stabilize your engine and allow you to touch whomever you please.
Hey, soldier. I think we picked up some of that infernal iron already. What say you? Should I give it to him? Please let this work.
The weight of it. And that blaze of chaos. Can't imagine this where my heart should be. Must be quite the experience. Give me just a moment. And I think... There. You'll have have to install it, I'm afraid. I don't think there are thick enough gloves in all the realms to protect from that kind of heat.
That feels good. I'm still burning hot as hell's hole, but I feel less changeable. Cheers, mate.
Pleasure. And as for the heat, I haven't got any solutions now, but I'm not giving up. Could be if the combustion chamber had its own insulation, or if we had some kind of enchanted coolant. Find me again in Baldur's Gate. If I'm worth my salt, I'll have figured something out by then. Take care, Karlak. And hopefully the next time I see you, I'll have something promising to report. Pocket any infernal iron you find along the way,
Damon's upgrade didn't cool me down, but it did juice me up. I don't think I've ever felt more powerful. Bring it on.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before El Terrell fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Take me. What I wouldn't do for better tools.
I'm waiting on someone and you aren't him. Do you mind?
I'm back in the gate by now.
If it ain't the fearless Goblin Slayer.
You sure you want to be seen with me? I ain't exactly popular with this lot.
Half my crew are full of holes. Now I'm gonna take the blame for leading the goblins here. And losing track of the bloody druid.
They chased us, all the way from the ruins we were poking around in.
Aye. His name's Halsin. And if he's still alive, he'll be cursing the day he laid eyes on me.
We've got a contract to track down some relic. And he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it.
Didn't work out, though. Goblins got him when we were turning tail. He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cookpot by now.
Job's all yours, if you got a death wish.
There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic supposedly buried round these parts.
But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it.
If I knew that, I wouldn't be back here with half my crew gone. But look, if you're itching to meet Kellenvor, I won't stop you.
It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us.
I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral, but my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own todger. Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die.
Get back, kid! I already told you I don't have it! How stupid stupid are you?
Only gonna ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I've never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head.
Do it, you gutless stink sack! Ah!
Knew it. Bloody well knew it.
What's happening here?
You goddamn snake!
Go, child! And you had this coming. And stay down.
I got beaten thanks to you. But at least I got my locket back. You best be joking. Tell me you are, and this doesn't have to end in blood.
How much farther can I go?
Die if I met the road reeking of this place. Never get the smell.
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes, of course. Zevlor.
By Delt's virtue. The Blade of Frontiers? What's happened, Will?
I paid the price of angering the wrong devil.
Believe me, I understand better than most.
A moment passes as Zevlor contemplates Will's words. He then turns his attentions to you.
Have you spoken to Korga? What is it? We're refugees from Elturel. We took shelter here after gnolls and goblins attacked us on the road. We were bound for Baldur's Gate, and it was too late to turn back. Elturel had no place for tieflings after the descent.
Gods! These are those thieves. Their whole city was dragged into Avernus for a while. Zariel was delighted. When they made it back out, I hoped they got their happy ending.
So I hoped, but we've lost so many already. And more will die if we're forced out again. Some artifact Aradin was hunting. I don't know any more than that, and I don't want to. This grove is poorer for losing Halsin, but I have my own people's concerns to look to.
Let's see what this does.
stares right past you as if you're invisible or boring. He's still staring right past you. You see nothing out of the ordinary. When you turn back, there's no trace of the child.
Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
Bet I can crack that open.
I want to learn a trick too. It's something only I know. Make one up. Hold out your hand, lady. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. You haven't seen anything yet, lady. Go on. Take the ring and watch your fortune change. Weeping bleeding hells! Okay, maybe you don't need extra luck. But since you're already holding the thing, call it. Heads or tails? Tails it is! See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap too. Interested? You got it. One sec. That's what I got. You bought...
You suddenly feel something moving against your back and turn. You notice she's trembling. The tears streaming down her cheeks are indeed real.
I can't do this anymore, Mattis. I'm sorry. Hey, you here to trade or? Yeah, I know. I was standing right here telling her to rob you. I am sorry. Sorry we're still talking about this. Look, you caught her. Good for you. You aren't a chump like everyone else around here. Now, do me a favor. Make room for the chumps.
chance I'll fit in there.
Please, last through.
Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, Hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Ragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out! We need to get Arabella out, now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Korga to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake! Ugh!
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
Horrifying. We should check on the girl.
Thank you. They won't give us the time of day.
Hurry! I'm at the end of my tether as is. Can't take this waiting.
Do all the damn rituals you want. We're not leaving. Calm, Magrin. Give her a chance. You, get back! No, and you'll find trouble all the same unless you get out of my sight.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
Never a dull moment. What's in here?
Alas, I've never learned to converse with your kind. Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest. Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Goblins were of a rare, jam-colored hue and wielded magic blowguns. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety? Witnesses failed to notice the obvious dragon. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates? They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal! Never you mind. I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Gukliak would come to some use.
Oh, never you mind. Who needs mercy when you've a quick tongue, And an invisibility potion stashed in your back pocket?
Until we meet again.
Ah, my grizzled friend.
Just a moment. This man is recording my story. I am far from home.
As the colourful man starts scribbling, the bear sneaks a quick look at the page. His brow furrows. Incomprehensible squiggles surround a crude sketch. A bear disemboweling a clutch of tieflings. By Sylvanus, the Tree Father, our turmoil is calmed.
I'm sleeping. Okay.
Get out!
The squirrel lunges at your foot and bites it.
You barged in without an invitation. I wouldn't call that friendly. See, you're in my territory, and I want you gone. How about this? You can stay if you keep those ugly feet on the ground. I'll even sweeten the pot. Found some weird smelling stuff on the ground. You can keep it, but these trees are mine. Follow the rules and I won't have to intervene. Got it?
He didn't come back, did he? His smell is gone. He's gone. Master, he left with the weaponed two legs. He said he'd be back. But I can smell them, the weaponed ones, and I cannot smell him. He's not coming back.
No, the woods have gone dark. There's too many predators lately, even for Master.
Yes, I see.
Ah, I do wish I could understand you.
I thought you were Halcyon.
The boar prances around, haunches clenching and unclenching impatiently.
Where's Halcyon? Promise me a mate.
Speak. I would prefer not to. But if Master Halcyon does not return, Korga will give the order, and my voice will not matter. The bird knows. She needs to know. You do not. Forgive me. It is not you I fear. It is my brethren. More follow Korga every day. They are afraid, and she offers a simple solution. Eject the refugees, and we will be safe. A druid and an outsider. We can do nothing without turning the others against us. Only Master Halcyon can stop this. I pray my bird returns with news of him. If not, I fear for my people. Again?
Shh, I'm concentrating. Does this look good? Is the coin in the middle? Yeah. Yeah, you're right. This is better.